This is the final day, the final race, the final round of the 2018 WSK Supermaster Series for 2018. Good afternoon and thank you wherever you are joining us all around the world on our exclusive coverage of what promises to be a sensational afternoon of racing. 4 finals with the junior karts about to be placed out onto the circuit. We started the series back in Adria, the middle of winter. It was barely above freezing. The second round of the series, it was below freezing. Remember, the snow at Lonato cancelled the show, so we went to La Conca 2 weeks later. We had the restage second round here at Sarno just 7 days ago, and we're back here for the final race here this afternoon. This is Ian Silvestrin, delighted to bring you our coverage of the 269 drivers racing this final round of the series from 43 nations here at one of the most spectacular circuits with one of the most amazing backdrops in all of world motorsport. That is Mount Vesuvius. You know Krakatoa, you know Mount Fuji in Japan. Vesuvius that towers over this circuit at a height of 1,281 meters. The circuit, which is 1,547 meters, was built back in 1994 and is about to host fireworks of its own kind, the junior final. The title is on the line. Paul Aron starts on pole position. He is 4th in the series. Just quickly, Gabriel Mini leads the championship on 249 points as you look at the Estonian for Ricky Flynn Motorsport on pole. Kirill Small, who didn't set a time in qualifying, 82nd on Friday night. No time for the Russian, but he is still 232 points. He had a sensational pre-final, and he's certainly still in contention for the final, or the title here this weekend. Kirill Small starts this one on grid number 10. Gabriel Mini exactly in front of him, grid number 8. Taylor Barnard, he won the pre-final also this morning. And the young driver from Cromer on the east of England, where we understand that the temperature is still struggling to get above single digits. Taylor Barnard has been superb. It's his first year in WSK international competition. Driving for the Kart Republic of Dino Chiesa, the 304 Perilla-powered KR machine on the outside of the front row of the grid. He's actually 7th in the championship and can't really win the title. Well, mathematically he can't, but he can certainly win this final round of the series here this afternoon. Once again, thank you for joining us all around the world as you look at Taylor on grid number 2, 304, the English driver for the Italian team. And we are set for what promises to be a spectacular 13-lap junior final. That is 20 kilometres of this amazing circuit that gets longer and longer. They are still doing work here at Sarno, which also hosts motorcycle and some car racing as well. The new lengthened circuit will be more than 2 kilometres in length when it's finished later this year. Dino Beganovic starts out of grid number 3. Driving for Ward Racing out of Sweden is the driver from Sweden. Victor Bernier is alongside VDK Racing, 2016 world champions. Victor has been superb this weekend, along with his teammate Vladislav Lonko, who starts right behind him. That is the Frenchman, took a heat win yesterday. VDK Racing 2016 world champions when their driver Victor Martins won the race in the desert in Bahrain. Victor, we wish him well as he makes his debut in Formula Renault Euro Cup competition in 7 days' time at Paul Ricard in southern France. That is Zach O'Sullivan, also for Ricky Flynn Motorsport, the driver from London, 325, starts out of grid number 5. He is 5th in the series. Ricky Flynn Motorsport, 1st and 5th on the grid. Their former driver, Lando Norris, overnight, taking up pole position and then a win in the first round of the FIA Formula 2 Championship at the Bahrain International Circuit that I just mentioned a few moments ago. That is Vladislav Lonko from Russia. Also for VDK Racing, the Perilla-powered Cosmic, the same team that Victor Martins did drive for in 2016. As the beautiful Grid Girls leave the circuit, what a fantastic sight it is. This is not Formula One. We have Grid Girls here in Naples. They are beautiful, and they're not going anywhere. In a literal sense, they are walking off the circuit, though. And we do note that the organisers of the Monaco Formula One Grand Prix have invited, quietly, Grid Girls back to the F1 race in the Principality next month. Sebastian Montoya, the Colombian-American, has been superb this weekend. Has gone from a midfield runner to being one of the contenders for a victory. Starts out of grid number 7, the 397 Vortex-powered Tony Kart. As the 1 minute board goes up, as you can see. And that is the series leader, Gabriel Mini, the driver from Sicily. Driving from the team from Bassano del Grappa, just outside of Venice in northern Italy, starting out of grid number 8. We are ready for the first of our 4 finals here this afternoon. It's a beautiful sunny day. Temperature of around about 25 degrees. The bitumen is about 10 or 12 more than that. And the karts are pushed into life. This is the 4th and final deciding round of the WSK Supermaster Series. For 2018, the field head off down the back straight. What a spectacular backdrop here in Naples. That is Vesuvius in the background, and this is the grid. Aron, Bernard, Bogdanovic, Bernier, Zach, alongside Vladislav, Sebastian Montoya, and the series leader, Gabriel Mini. Alex Dunn from Dublin in Ireland, alongside Kirill Small, who's hoping to take out the title this afternoon. Hadrian David, who won at La Conca, the second round of the series. Mari Boya, Josh Dufek, Marcos Aman, Semi Megatunif. Then we have Os Meninos dos Brazil, the boys from Brazil, Gabriel Bortoleto, and also behind him on the grid, Rafael Camara from Recife in the north of the country. Further back in the field, Luca Bosco for Alessandro Manetti Motorsport. Luca Griggs, who qualified in second place on Friday night for the Lennox Racing Team with a 58.714. Luca, one of the drivers this weekend who has been affected by a virus that has been circulating. Many thought it was just fatigue, travel, airplanes, airports and hotels over the last few months since the season had got underway. But Luca, one of the drivers under the effects here this weekend. But it matters little now. The adrenaline kicks in, and we've got 34 of the world's best juniors lining up to take the start for our first final this afternoon. The title is on the line. The fight really is between Mini Small. Bortoleto out of grid number 16 can also win the title. He's third on 223 points, as opposed to Small on 232 and Mini on 249. But it's a long shot from the Brazilian, and he starts out of grid number 16. His rivals for the title a few rows ahead of him on the grid. Ready for the start, it is the Estonian Aron on pole. Taylor Barnard from England on the outside of the front row of the grid. The 4 red lights go out, we go green. Taylor Barnard up the inside, almost snatches the lead. But Paul Aron is having none of it. It is a good, clean start up the back straight. The driver from Estonia for Ricky Flynn Motorsport leads them for the first time here this afternoon. Bernard into second spot. You see we've got 3-4 karts going out wide. It looked as though one of the karts being taken out there was the Finnish driver, Marcus Amand. We'll check that as they go through the timing loop next time round there. 300-400 meters away from us at the far part of the circuit. Zach O'Sullivan's out. Oh, Montoya. Kirill Small is out. Marcus Amand was the other driver also involved. Kirill Small has been taken out, not only of the race, but also of the title. Oh, can you believe it? He was up inside the top 10 off the start. We'll check the order next time round. We've lost 4 drivers. We're down to 30. The race leader is Paul Aron. Barnard across the line second. Then it's the VDK Racing drivers. Bernier, Lomko, Beganovic in 5. Mini in position number 6. Bortoleto is 12. Kirill Small is out. Oh, the Russian, the championship contender from Yekaterinburg in Russia, will not win the title here this afternoon. A sensation 300 meters after the lights went green. Paul Aron, the Estonian, is the race leader from Taylor Barnard. The English driver has been on the podium already in 2018. But can he stand on the top step this afternoon? There are the VDK Racing drivers. Victor Bernier from France, Vladislav Lomko from Russia. Then it is Dino Beganovic. He is now the leading contender for the Ward Racing team in position 5. Gabriel Mini in position 6. What that does with the virtual championship, I can tell you, it is still on the line. Because if it were to win right now, hypothetically, Mini would take the title on 279 points to Paul Aron, second on 278. It all depends where the Sicilian, the Estonian finishes. Bortoleto currently in position 11, 233 points. Taylor Barnard is back on 205 points. He's not worried about the title. He wants to win the race here this afternoon. Down through betitaly.it. Coming up to complete the end of the lap number 3 here at Sarno. Just recapping, Zach O'Sullivan is out. Sebastian Montoya, after a superb performance all weekend, the Colombian American is also out, as is the Finn Marcus Amand. And Kirill Small retires from the final after just 300 meters. Aron leads them down on lap number 4. Taylor Barnard thought about making the move. Still the VDK Racing pilots, Lomko and Bernier, they have traded positions. The Russian now into 3rd. Then it is Bernier, Beganovic, Mini still in 6th. Murray Boyer up into 7th. Alex, the Irishman, done in 8th. Hadrien David, the winner at La Conca, the Frenchman in position 9. And Gabriel Bortoleto, the boy from Brazil, rounds out the 10. Down into Bet Italy, there is a freight train forming up. There's Hadrien David going through just ahead of Bortoleto. Josh Dufek, Semi Magotini from Marseille in southern France. The Bulgarian Georgi Dimitrov, Lorenzo Resico, Pingasov, Kamara. The other of the Brazilians out in 16th spot ahead of Pizzi, Cabarro, Bosco, and Jose Antonio Gomez Gutierrez rounds out the 20. Barnard gets a run down the straight, down the inside. Oh, brilliantly done by Taylor. He just rounded up the Estonian to take the race lead. Didn't even need to go past under brakes. Got the run at the exit of turn number 1. The Kart Republic, the driver from England, Taylor Barnard, now leads the final here in Italy. Dino Beganovic still in 5th spot, trying to get past the VDK Racing drivers. That was Luca Bosco going wheel to wheel with Gomez Gutierrez, Cabarru, Pizzi, Kamara. Conrad Lawson is stuck in behind his countryman Sebastian Ogard, and head of Norton Andreasen, who's already come back from grid number 33. He's into 24th spot, head of Kai Aski, the Malaysian Adam Putra, Alex Catalyst from Singapore, Balzarotti, Tikhon Karitanov, and Lorenz Van Upen from Rotterdam in Holland. The final runner, but way down in position 30. So back to the front, and Taylor Barnard, the race leader, Aron in 2nd. Mini, the championship leader, in position 5. The Sicilian starting to work his way through. There he is, on the tail of the Frenchman Victor Bernier. This is not yet half race distance. Taylor Barnard with 0.2 of a second into the Pantafuels hairpin. Down the Vega tyres back straight into betitaly.it, the hairpin. And Vladislav Lomko, the Russian, closing in on the Estonian and the Englishman as we approach half race distance. What a sensational start to this final race of the 2018 WSK Supermaster Series, the front 3. From the Kart Republic of Dino Chiesa, Ricky Flynn Motorsport and VDK Racing respectively. Bernier still in P4, head of Gabriel Mini. Mini down the inside. You got a glimpse, the Sicilian has gone through. The Sicilian Gabriel Mini is now into position 4. That's where he needs to finish to take out the title here this afternoon. At the other part of the circuit, there is an incident involving Dino Beganovic, and also Hadrien David is out, the Frenchman. The race, a local yellow only at this point. We want to keep it green. The drivers look to be relatively okay. Hadrien David and Dino Beganovic have been involved in that off-screen, and they have retired from this race. The leaders go through. Barnard, Aron, Lomco, Mini in 4th, Bernier, Bortoleto up to position number 6, Aron in 2nd spot. The virtual championship still Mini, Aron and Bortoleto. Then we go back to Mini in position number 4 on the road. That's all he needs to do to take the title here this afternoon. If the order out front stays the same, the Englishman Taylor Barnard is doing Gabriel Mini something of a favour at the moment by leading this race. Not really in contention for the title. He would finish 5th in the championship, but cannot win it outright. Of course, Gabriel Mini, the reigning champion. There are the current standings at the bottom left of your screen. Gabriel Mini, the reigning champion from last year. That was in the 60cc Mini category. Yes, that is his real surname. It is just a coincidence. It matters little because the boy from Sicily is super quick in the Paralin karts. 346 powered by the Perilla. As Aron has another look at the Englishman down the inside. Nicely done by Paul Aron. They go side by side. Oh, he does it. Only just though. Watch Vladislav Lomco in the Perilla powered Cosmic Cup. They're going to be 3 wide on the exit here. Barnard, Aron, they go wheel to wheel, side by side. Watch the Russian right behind. Vladislav Lomco for VDK VDK Racing wants to win here this afternoon. Down the Vega tyres, back straight. I can tell you that incident involving Lorenzo Resico, Rafael Camara, also Hadrien David and Dino Beganovic. Resico being attended to by the medical team. That was his abandoned Birillard in the back shot of your screen. He is okay though, and the race stays green. 4 laps now remaining here in Naples. Taylor Barnard retakes the lead from Aron and Vladislav Lomco. Currently, that is your podium. Lomco tucked in behind Aron. Aron goes through. Watch the Russian in 2nd. Vladislav Lomco goes through. Taylor Barnard goes from 1st to 3rd in one single move. Taylor back to 3rd spot. The race now being led once again by the Estonian, the pole sitter, Paul Aron. The fielder coming though, being led by the championship leader, the Sicilian Gabriel Mini. 3 laps now to go. Taylor Barnard looks behind. The field are coming and they are coming fast. Mini, Bernier, and the boy from Brazil, Gabriel Bortoleto. From way back on grid number 16, the Brazilian, the Sao Paulo star, up into position number 6. The field come across the line. There are now 3 laps to go. This is the final race of the final round of the WSK Supermaster Series here at Naples. Aron down the inside defensive. Watch Bortoleto. He picks off Bernier. The Brazilian up into position number 5. What a race we've got going here at the foot of the legendary volcano that is Mount Vesuvius. Aron just takes the lead, only just. Barnard around the outside. Mini into 3rd. Gabriel Mini now up onto the podium. Surely that will be enough for the Sicilian to take the title. But he needs to finish the race. It is a 6-cart freight train. It is a dogfight for the lead here in Naples. A beautiful sunny afternoon at the bottom of the volcano. The action is now erupting right on track before your very eyes. Bortoleto up to P5. He has put some distance between himself and Victor Bernier. Semi Megatunif back in 7th spot. Barnard tries the inside. He looks behind him at the same time. Mini all down the inside. Vladislav Lomko back on the podium. Mini runs wide. Almost loses the championship right there and then. Does recover, he's back in 6th. Paul Aron, there's nothing between it. The Estonian now leads the race and potentially the title. We'll check it for you next time round. When they come across the start-finish line, they will get the last lap board. Paul Aron from pole has done everything right. He is the race leader. And when our screen gets its own breath back, refreshes itself, even it is getting confused, we'll check the virtual championship for you. The final lap now for the Estonian. Barnard in 2nd spot. There's Semi Megatunif coming across the line. The virtual championship. It's a fight between Mini and Aron. Let's concentrate on the race for the moment. There is 1 point in the title. Bortoleto in position number 3. Will leave the championship alone for the moment. Paul Aron looking for a win. Taylor Barnard wants to take it off him. Bortoleto on the podium 7 days ago, wants to stand on the top step this afternoon. The Englishman and the Estonian, there's the VDK Racing drivers, and behind them, the championship leader by a single point, Gabriel Mini. Aron goes defensive. This is the final few corners. There are 2 opportunities coming up. One is right here. Taylor Barnard, can he put it down the inside? There is no space. Aron will be slow on the exit. The final corner. Barnard tries the outside. Watch Bortoleto! The boy from Brazil up the inside, comes across the line, finishes in 2nd. Aron wins the race. Gabriel Mini, we believe, has just taken the title by 1 point. Taylor Barnard finishes in 3rd on the road. Lomko Mini was P5, head of Semi Megatunif and his countryman Victor Bernier. What a race! Let's have a look at the highlights. Barnard and Aron, they were rarely out of the top 3 at all. Aron led off the start. This was sensational, and right here, it all went wrong for the Russian. That's Kirill Small taken out on the first corner. It got scrappy between Barnard and Aron. The early laps also claimed the Lekonka winner, Hadrian David, Dino Beganovic, who was up running in P5 early on. Aron and Barnard raced superbly. Vladislav Lomko for VDK Racing also showed us what he's got, finishing in 4th this afternoon on the road. They went wheel to wheel numerous times over the course of the 13 laps. This was a sensational final, just confirming for you provisionally, as we see it, Mini has taken the title by 284 points to Bortoleto on 283, because he went through to take position number 5 on the final lap. He was in 3rd, but almost threw it away right there when he ran off onto the grass. Was back to 6th. Semi Megatunif in the Formula K car, a great drive from the Frenchman to finish in position 6 ahead of his countryman Victor Bernier. Aron went defensive. It was enough to win by just a 1/10 of a second. Barnard knew he would block, immediately went to the outside. Bortoleto, o menino do Brasil, down the inside, 2nd place. And provisionally, we think has finished 2nd in the title by just a single point. Regardless of the championship standing, what a sensational race. Paul Aron from pole position, Paul Aron from Estonia, Paul Aron from Ricky Flynn Motorsport wins by 0.135 of a second. 2nd place, it's Bortoleto, and Taylor Barnard finishes in 3rd. Lomko, Mini 5th, we believe just enough to take the title for the Paralympic team. The 2 French drivers, Megatunif and Bernier, finishing in 6th and 7th. The German Josh Dufek, Georgi Dimitrov from Bulgaria, and Loris Cabarrot rounds out the 10. A sensational final. We go through the rest of the results for you. Unfortunately, when we turn the page in a moment, you will see Kirill Small, the round one winner at Adria, didn't get further than the second corner, taken out after just 300 metres and classified in 33rd place. He does finish fourth in the championship though, does the Russian, which we believe has been taken by the driver from Sicily, Gabriel Mini. Paul Aron wins from Bortoleto and Taylor Barnard. A superb result, another podium for the Englishman. The podium presentation here in Naples in just a moment. As you look at the championship standings at the bottom left of your screen, 284 for Mini, plays 283 for Bortoleto. The podium presentation for a spectacular, sensational OK Junior race here at Naples in just a moment. An absolutely spectacular final here this afternoon. A beautiful day here in Naples. And in a few moments, we will do the presentation for the race and also the championship itself, which has been decided by just a single point on the very final lap, the very final corner, in fact. The drivers making their way down to the podium here at Circuito Internazionale Napoli, the fourth and final deciding round of the series here this afternoon. An incredible race. We still have three more this afternoon. The OK final in a few moments' time at the completion of this podium presentation. As I say, we will also award the championship. Beautiful trophies as ever, and beautiful grid girls as ever from WSK Promotion. Just about right to go for the presentation. The Vega caps go on the drivers. 13 laps, 20 kilometres, just spectacular. Here at the foot of Vesuvius, here in Naples, Circuito Internazionale di Napoli, the fourth and final deciding round and the first final of the afternoon. As I say, the championship, we can confirm to you, has been decided by just a single point. Here this afternoon, we are ready to get underway with the first podium presentation of the afternoon. A spectacular race. In third place from England, let's hear it for Taylor Barnard. His second podium in 7 days. A brilliant drive from the boy from Brazil, Gabriel Bortoleto. From pole position, from Estonia, he had a perfect weekend driving for Ricky Flynn Motorsport. The winner, it's Paul Aron. Mr. Rosario Sorrentino representing Circuito Internazionale Napoli to present the trophies. In third place from England, Taylor Barnard. In second place from Brazil, Gabriel Bortoleto. The winner of the final race of the final round of the Supermasters Series from Estonia, Paul Aron. As we stand by for the national anthem of Estonia. The podium presentation here this afternoon in a spectacular junior final. Third place, Taylor Barnard. Second place, Gabriel Bortoleto. And the winner, Paul Aron. We thank Taylor Barnard and congratulate him on another third place here this afternoon. We ask Gabrielle and Paul to stay with us because in just a moment we will also award first, second and third in the series. It has been spectacular. Remember, we started back in early February. It was 0 degrees at Adria Karting Raceway, the first round of the series. La Conca, Muro Lecce, the replay of the third round of the series just a week ago, and then the final here at Sarno here this afternoon. So third place in the series. He's just won the podium here this afternoon. From Estonia, Paul Aron. Second in the series by just a single point, the boy from Brazil, Gabriel Bortoleto. 283 points for Bortoleto, 284 for the second year in a row. He is the WSK Supermaster Series champion from Sicily, in Italy. The new winner, Gabriel Mini. Mr. Rosario Sorrentino representing Circuito Internazionale Napoli to present the trophies. Third place to Paul Aron of Estonia. Second place to Gabriel Bortoleto of Brazil. His second WSK Supermaster Series title from Italy, the new champion, Gabriele Mini. As we stand by for the national anthem of Italy. The podium for the championship here this afternoon. Third place, Paul Aron. Second place, Gabriel Mini. And the new champion, Gabriel Mini. Gabriel Bortoleto, I should say, in second place, and Gabriel Mini. Stay with us here at Naples. The OK final in just a moment.